Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door. We haven't got a menu, got stew and ale. We've got bits, but not for him. Oh, goody. Adventurers.
I can in just a second.
Or roll a d20 and add your modifier.
Did my roll show up? Can't tell right now.
Not yet.
You remember to
Should
start the stream.
What?
Yeah. You remember to start the stream.
I don't know what my modifier is.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's a 3.
What do you mean remembered?
Last
not
week
it.
it seemed like you had started the stream
go.
like halfway through.
Oh, that's because my internet cut out for a sec and that cut the stream.
Oh,
So I have
see.
2 parts of like the same stream. It's all there. It's all online, but it's just in 2 parts. Which I labeled. I said part 1 and part 2.
He just hit the stream from you out.
I just didn't see part 1.
All right. Great roll, Delta. Since you're so
Mhm.
busy creating your character, do you want to tell us how last week went?
We got to Waterdeep, and we came kind of at the head of this big crowd, and so they were out there to meet us, trying to figure out what was going on. And Khalas and Gwen stepped forward to talk to the guy in charge and went with him. Guryev decided he wanted to be snarky and got himself arrested. Delta kind of tried to escape notice, and so she followed to see where Khalas and Gwen went with the guy in charge. And they went in and talked to him and told him what was going on, and he's like, oh, well, thanks for helping, or something like that. And he gave us a token of some sort that would, oh no, he said when they went to get Guryev, they would be given a token for that they could use to trade for lodging and food at an inn. And while they were in there, they found Mirasha, and she had lost some memory because she was pretty drunk, and then she just kind of ended up here somehow. Nobody really knows. They didn't believe her, so they held her captive and kept trying to interrogate her. And they were convinced to let her go, so they came out with Mirasha, and we all went to find Guryev and get him out. Meanwhile, Guryev in the jail cast silence, and the guards got mad at him. But then we showed up and was like, oh yeah, this guy said you gotta free him, and they're like, and so they let him go and gave him his stuff back, and we went to find an inn and get some hot food. We asked for, I think, we ended up with 2 suites. So they have like a living room and then 2 bedrooms each, and then one that's just a room by itself. And I believe it was Khalas and Delta in one room, and Mirasha and... Can you not? Mirasha and Gwen in another one, and Guryev on his own in the smaller room. The end, I think. That's all I remember.
You went to
Oh, yeah.
destroy artifacts.
That's right. We went to destroy artifacts. We talked to the guy from the water temple.
Yeah,
The
the
guy
one you
that
never remember their
destroyed
name.
the
Hold
guy
on,
that
I remember his
the guy that destroyed the bow for us.
I have it written down.
Balashard, priest of Umberly. I have it written in my notes.
You did
Beware
it.
of
You
Balashard,
did
priest
it.
of Umberly,
Yay!
the man who sent you to get his belt.
Yeah. We showed him the belt and he was like, "Oh, sweet!" And then he pulled his pants up and put the belt on. And we took the other artifacts to a different temple that he had suggested, and he actually had suggested 2 separate temples, but we had them both destroyed by the same temple. The end.
Yay.
Yeah. And the commander told you to go to the magistrate the next day for a meeting, for a debriefing, actually, about what happened at
Oh
the
yeah,
portal.
to meet the wizards.
Right.
Or was that separate?
The Magisters Guild.
Yes.
To meet the wizards. The wonderful wizards of Waterdeep.
And
So-
what I
Yes.
what I wouldn't give to be able to create water myself right now.
IRL.
Yeah. Our hot water went out last night and the cold sometime this afternoon.
But anyways, is this the same day as our last session?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Reading notes.
So
Pick one
you have
destroys it,
the rest of
Magister's
your
Guild.
day to figure out what you want to do. Gwen would like to spend this time with Lucy and actually bond a little bit with the animal instead of it running off constantly. So she's gonna do that and have plenty of treats and get some fun time with the kitty cat with wings.
Yay.
She could technically turn into a flying beast now and fly around with Lucy if she wanted to.
Hopefully Lucy is intelligent enough not to catch and eat whatever beast she turns into.
I'm sure if she picked a beast of like equal or bigger size than Lucy, she'll be fine. I think. Anyways, do we just want to get the business with the Magisters Guild done so we can just tell them what we saw or what you guys saw or remember from Baldur's Gate, and then we can I don't actually have like a vacation day for once or a day off.
That sounds like a good idea. Especially since it's better to recount it while the memory's still fresh.
Sure. I mean, you guys, yeah, I'll do my best. I don't know what else to say that I haven't already said. Cool.
Do we know where that is? Like,
No.
Do the priest or the wizards at the Temple of Azuth know where we need to go? That's where we got the other 2 artifacts destroyed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you are at the god who grants wizards power, that'd be a good place to start.
Cool. I guess I'll go towards a if we're still there in the area. Are we still with the guys that we were talking with before who destroyed our artifacts with us?
you hadn't made any decisions to go elsewhere for now.
Okay.
So you can either still be like outside the temple or inside, with the aftermath of people celebrating two points of memory regaining. Oh, speaking of which, everyone roll 2d20s.
I'll just do this here. Great. Average.
Well, it's really close for one of you, but yeah, you are in the Temple of Azuth, and they are there's a lot of handshaking and people throwing off sparks in the air, celebrating the destruction of two in their very own temple. So you can pull aside someone and ask for directions if you'd like.
I just hey, where would we need to go to the Magisters Guild? We've got another stop.
Oh, the Magisters Guild? That is just down the street a bit. If you would follow the road, which end is... are you new to here? Which entrance did you come in?
I didn't write that down. Where did we come in from,
Okay.
guys?
You came in the southern entrance.
Okay. South. Mirasha knows we came in from south.
Alright, well, go back south a little bit from when you came, and there will be some tall towers off in the distance. It's a bit of a gated area, so you might want to get someone to help you get in. Normally they only allow high-level wizards, but at this point it's a bit shaky with the magic that's being distributed.
Are there guards that are stationed at the gates that we could talk
of course.
to? Okay. We were told to go there, so.
Oh, do you have a summons?
I think so.
Unfortunately, I think so. We were told to. We heard that they're working on some portal business over there, and I don't know if you've heard news of what was going on in Baldur's Gate, but some of us remember and were there the day things kind of got a little wonky.
He looks around a bit and says, I did hear a little bit of something going on, but nothing definite. Did something happen?
Maybe?
Or
Don't
not?
worry about it. It's not a problem of yours.
Well,
it's not
now-
a problem of yours.
Now is time for celebration.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll be going. Thanks for destroying those artifacts.
Thank you for bringing them.
Thanks for the directions.
I'm
Of
glad
course.
nobody died. Here.
Wait. That is a good thing. Is that something that should be cautious about?
If anyone else brings in artifacts to be destroyed, I mean, just be careful with them, I guess. I
Oh,
don't
of course.
seem to know what you're doing.
Have you seen any other adventuring parties trying to deliver these said artifacts to you?
Well, not to us personally, but people do try and take advantage of what's going on here with some sort of reward of fame or fortune.
Oh dang, this was so far along in my notes. Where is this? Okay. Dang it.
Do you happen to know if there's an engineers guild here?
Of course. What are you looking for?
An engineers guild.
Anything specific?
Well, we met somebody who was a member of them, and he gave us an insignia. and told us to turn it into the Engineers Guild for a reward.
I think,
Uh,
I think he means
you're very quiet.
Me?
No, Guryev.
Oh.
I think he meant back east.
I have no idea. Because we never found where to go for that. Or I thought it was in Baldur's Gate, but maybe it wasn't.
If you look at the handout, it says
I'm looking at the handout, and it says insignia from the City of 2 Stars.
yes, that's the city name.
I see. Okay.
It was quite a way east.
Then I guess that would be something we'll deal with.
Offer rescinded.
Off of this. Never mind.
Or yes, just head down and get the go down south and head. You'll see some towers and I feel like we've said this before.
Yes, yes. Head south, head towards the gated area with the towers.
Got it.
All right. Well, anyways, we won't take up too much of your party time anymore. Have a good day.
You as well.
Gonna
We're gonna
head out of
walk
here
out.
before we. Yeah, we're gonna walk out before we say anything else awkward.
We're gonna be there all day. Just
Uh-huh.
hey, you have a good day too. Glad
all
I'm
right.
done. What do you mean by that? Never mind. Bye. I gotta go. Oh, hold on. Never
Tur-
ends.
He turns around and starts shooting beams of ice and fire up in the sky, exploding.
Are they just like shooting out like fire bolts or ray of frost into the air? Is that what they're doing?
Not actual, like they're illusion
Okay.
spells, but
Okay. I will not join in then because mine are not illusions. Just gonna go.
destroy. They'll turn to you. What did you do?
That's what they ever do. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna walk out. This line of joke making is giving me ideas.
So you
All right.
exit the Temple of Azuth down the steps. There are people in the streets with the recent memory regain. Not everyone is celebrating. There's some people like just commoners who didn't have that happen to them, wow, I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, people celebrating in the streets. There are a lot of the city is much less populated than Baldur's Gate, but it seems to be quite a bit more people crowding the streets because of the additional refugees that have made their way here. In the time it took you to do the interrogation, find food, and then destroy these artifacts, some of the refugees have settled down a bit and are starting to scavenge for supplies in town with little money they had.
Hopefully the crime rates don't go up.
Mm. Well, we gotta deal with it somehow.
Oh no. Anyways, we should head back the way we came, and I'm gonna go back in the direction we came in to get to the side of town until I see the towers.
Okay.
And head towards the direction of the towers.
So you, is this a general consensus of where you want to go next?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
2 out of 4 people.
2 out of
It
4
is-
people.
It is the general consensus of everyone that's said it.
Cassie would agree with us if she were here.
Lucy speaks up too and wants to go that way. So that's majority vote.
Okay.
Lucy has a vote.
Isn't there a pangolin in Delta's bag that's suffocating or something?
Poor pangolin.
Like, when was the last time that thing got air?
It was born in a desert area. Now it's been put into a frozen, wintry wonderland.
He's staying nice and warm in the bag, at least.
All right. So you rejoin the main road in Waterdeep. The area you were in had a lot of off streets where temples and shrines were created to honor certain gods. But you make your way into the main street. This is mostly for like wagons and animals to go through, but this is just packed with people making their way through the street. And you walk just a little bit of distance, like maybe 500 feet, before you start to see the towers that were described. Khalas, you remember a little bit when you spent a few days in Waterdeep, and you know that there are several statues, these massive statues, 50 to 100 feet tall, that are put down in places around the city. There's to the southwest, there's a massive hill with a statue of a griffin on top of it, and a couple spots there's a humanoid male and a female, just standing in awe, looking down on the city. And so, as you make your way through, you see these statues going, watching. Seems like they're keeping a guard on what the city's safety.
Do I know, like, the story of the statues or anything? Or, like, what those are about? Like, are they specific figures?
You can roll a history, or you can look in your mind palace.
Do my mind palace? I haven't done that in a while.
You haven't. So you did hear some stories from the travelers you were with that these guardians were once living statues that both protected and destroyed the city. But since then, they have been deactivated and are watching over and waiting until they are reactivated to protect the city.
So they're constructs.
Yes.
Whoa. That's cool.
And you
How
can,
big are they?
You can see one right here.
Let's attack on Titan. Just paint
How
them
tall
red.
are they?
They're anywhere from 50 to 100 or 200 feet tall, depending on the statue. They're not all the same size.
Are you drawing on it?
The one you see in the picture in Roll20 is the Honorable Knight. There's also the Sword Maiden, the Griffin. There's a humanoid figure with wings that are wrapped around itself, and you know that to be the Hawkman. And the others are just tales that you've heard.
Hawkman, not Birdman.
Hawkman, yes. He does not have his degree yet in
Oh.
He didn't go to law school.
Dang it.
Um,
Could have asked him about the legal question of looting.
that is true.
Well, I shared the knowledge to the party. I'm like, you see these giant statues? They're actually constructs. They're deactivated right now, but if there's ever a time of need, then they can activate them.
Like demons and Batman's flying around the city.
I would hope so. Yeah, these would definitely put a stop to that.
I don't know. I mean, the last time we kind of dealt with something kind of like this, like it was that little gnome guy piloting it, and a lot of homes burnt down, and it blew up nearly with me next to it, and that wasn't fun. Are these any? I mean, aren't those like that?
Not like that, but I mean, there's not a crazy person inside them, and these, I'm sure, are more. They have probably more security measures in place for when they are activated, but I know that they haven't been activated in a long time.
Well, that's good, because anyone could hijack one of these and go for a ride and party and go cruising. That would be trouble. So it makes sense they'd toughen up security. I mean, I guess that's good.
I never thought about that. That's a good point, though.
Yeah. Does anyone ever just hop in one and just kind of stroll around town, or use them as Ubers or a bicycle pickup drop off thing like those ones in Seattle?
No,
I heard.
but he's something. Somebody just gets into the giant 200-foot one and takes it into the middle of the ocean. Where's that sentry that was here? Somebody checked it out and never returned it.
Definitely would make traveling across town faster, but yeah, I mean, but no one's ever. I mean, I wonder if we could get into one. Probably not. That's a dumb idea.
No,
could we pilot one? I mean, I don't have any driving experience, but is there a way to get into just so we know?
I don't know. We should really ask about this. How much does one cost of this size? Because then we could all get in it, store our stuff in it. We don't have to worry about, the horses running away because there are none. It's fine to leave this giant statue when we're traveling in caverns and such, like a wagon.
Yeah, I mean, but anyone will see us coming from a mile away. I'm sure people will be terrified.
Well, yeah, that is true. But, travel would be so easy. We should really think about investing in one of these. Good idea.
Yeah.
Does anyone have proficiency in humanoid land vehicles?
Is that a proficiency?
No. There's land vehicles, but no.
How does one become proficient in land vehicles?
Soldiers' history or background have proficiency in that.
Would I know anyone proficient in that? In my memory database, would I know someone who was an artificer, or be anything into constructs or tinkering?
So I was going to do memories this week, but they're a bit different, and I want everyone to be able to freely access their characters well enough for that, so we're gonna save that for next week. But a little hint about Mirasha's: you do know an artificer, and I'm sure you have soldiers that
it's just too
in your
bad
band.
that I just kind of spaced out whenever they started talking about their tinkering toys.
Maybe we can hunt down, what was his face? Tofin? Or whatever, that one artificer.
Yeah.
Engineers Guild.
He was gonna try to go back home to, what was it, 2 stars?
Yes.
So maybe, I mean, eventually, maybe we travel back east. We can try to, hit him up see if he builds anything that is not like, burning towns to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's on the list.
Add it to the list. It's on the list of things to do. Then we don't have to worry about trying to deal with all the nonsense that we've had to deal with when traveling. It'll be great.
Well, we get free transportation now because of the little VIP badge thing. Oh, I didn't even my notes are so good. I didn't even write down what the thing is.
Which thing?
There it is. The land VIP. Okay, it's just a little VIP badge. Okay, those little pins.
It's like a physical, like, it kind of looks like a top, but it's 3-sided badge that like has all 3 sides. The
Okay.
land, sailing, and portal on each.
Yeah.
one.
Well, who's holding that, by the way?
I don't think it's in the bag of holding.
Yes, you.
Okay, I just want to write that down in case in case I go on another bender and disappear for a while, you guys know you guys are out of a ride or something. Okay,
No, you talking about which one? What are you looking for?
the VIP
yeah.
travel badge or dreidel.
We have
It's
2
kind
of
of
them, right?
Yeah.
So I have one from Vasid.
Did you get a second one?
I thought so, didn't we? Because there was one on Vasid's table in the orphanage.
Right.
And then we just got a one from the church, from the wizards' church.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had given out the second one at all, but you should have 2.
Okay, we should have 2.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have one, and then you have the other.
Okay, I'm just gonna write that down for future reference. Right now, or I can put it in my items in D&D Beyond. All right. The point being is, like, yeah, it'd be cool to have a construct or something, but we already get free travel now.
Yeah.
Save up for a construct.
It's like
There
a
we go.
walking house. We could get a construct that is a house, and it walks on chicken legs, and it's steam powered, or however constructs work, and it just travels the land.
Hey, we could get that. We could use those elementals, like that witch hat.
Yeah. Get mental to do all the work.
Yeah. We just have to feed them, but not overfeed them.
We're onto something here.
Yeah.
We go into a business of selling these construct houses.
That's good.
That's the retirement plan. That's when we're done adventuring.
Our moving chicken leg house.
Yeah. All right, so we're at these gate.
So you make your way to these magnificent gates. And just these not as large as the city gates outside, but just large enough to have people who are not able to magically go over walls. Sorry. And there's metal gates in front of you. The arches depict a scene of magic wizards fighting a dragon, defeating it, and splendor to be had.
Was it the same image that was in the temple?
It is not. No.
Oh. They also had some kind of interesting image.
There you don't seem to see anyone at posts outside the gates. It's just a wall with large metal gates in front of you.
I'm gonna.
There's no
I'm
one
gonna-
here.
I thought this place was supposed to be like, exclusive.
Yeah, and guarded.
Maybe they're hiding. I'm gonna like cross the line between street and gated community and just see if anything happens.
Well, the gates are closed.
Oh, the gates are closed. I'm gonna rattle the gates then. See.
Right, so you try and make noise, get attention drawn from whoever's inside, and inside your mind you hear, "What is that? What is your need?"
I'm just looking around like, who said that? Hello?
Did anyone hear it? Or is it only she hears it in her mind?
Only she hears it.
Okay. Does Mirasha look confused?
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Mirasha, you okay there?
You didn't hear the voice? General Zoda sent us here to debrief you regarding Baldur's Gate portals and demons attacking.
I heard no voice.
So check.
Do you present the badge he gave, or that the people gave you for the inn?
Oh, the VIP, the travel badge, or the...
No, it
Baldur's
was Zoda's told you to go get something to show that he is having the city pay for your stay. It was like a really flimsy piece of metal, but it was like a police badge.
I don't think I have that. Did I?
One person has it.
I think Delta has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Because
is
if we
Delta.
grabbed it when we were grabbing Guryev, I was dragging Guryev out. My hands were full.
Be Delta
And
or Gwen?
It was Gwen.
Oh, it's okay. That makes sense. Gwen is playing with the cat. Damn it. Where's Gwen?
She might have gone back to the inn.
Oh shit.
You gotta go back.
Mirasha, you hear, did they get Zoda? We weren't expecting them today. It's a bit early. Are we ready? All right. Do you have any confirmation of this meeting?
Besides, our friend has it, but she's off playing with her flying cat right now. We kind of forgot to pick this up. Meeting. Did General Zoda give us anything? My notes are shit. I told you guys.
No, he didn't give us anything. He just said to say the name or whatever.
The only thing I remember is the say General Zoda. And then we were given a badge to get the inn, to get free board at that one place, the cup or something. What was it?
The full
again?
cup. The full cup in. Yeah, the gnome checked us out.
Who are we talking to right now?
I'm talking
know.
to the voice in my head.
Oh,
I hear no voice. There's no voice.
I kind of glance at her sideways.
I swear there's a voice, guys. I'm not crazy. Rattle the gate with me. I'm sure I'm gonna rattle the gate again. If you rattle it with me, I'm sure he'll pop in your head too.
All right. Khalas gently grabs the gate and just kind of tousles it and is like, "Hello, anyone there?"
Mirasha, are you still trying to hold on to the gate?
Yes.
Okay, both of you make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
Ugh.
Skill. Abilities and saves. Where am I?
As you
God.
as you both grab onto it and kind of try and make some noise, you feel a jolt of something surge through you, and you are pushed back a little bit, and you both take 5 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'll just take it.
Stop it! We already heard you. We know you're here.
Khalas, you hear the voice now too.
What in blazes is that?
I told you!
Don't touch the gate! You and you'll hear voices. Very scary voices.
We were expecting you tomorrow.
We can come back tomorrow. We were just trying to get things done while we were still doing business.
We'll come back tomorrow, wherever you are.
I'm just looking around. Is there a camera? Does it look like there's a sentry watching us be like idiots?
You can make an Arcana check or detect magic or something to check for that.
I'll do an Arcana.
You feel like you both feel like a guard is not necessary for standing outside these, because it's obvious that whoever's inside can sense your presence on just outside.
Neat. Cool security system, I guess.
Yeah, sure. I guess we'll just come back tomorrow. I'd like to think maybe if I step away from the gate, the voice will get out of my head.
I'm just gonna quickly ask, it's like, what time tomorrow? We weren't exactly told a time.
What time is convenient for you?
The voice asks what time is convenient for us to come by tomorrow. Do we want to do this in the morning, in the afternoon?
I mean, I guess the sooner the better.
I mean,
Alright.
now is convenient, technically.
They won't let us in tonight. They won't let us in today
It sounds
Why?
like it's something
because they're not prepared for us, whatever that means. And also, we were supposed to bring something that Gwen has on her person, and she's not here with us.
Mm.
we
I
have to
see.
bring documentation, I guess. I guess let's come here at 8 in the morning then.
That's a good time.
It's fine.
That's a good time? Yes. Yep. Yes. Believe so. Just after breakfast.
Cool. That's really weird.
Right?
It's so
And-
scary.
I never know when he's gonna pop back in there. What's the range you get on this thing?
Oh, don't worry. You're fine. As soon as you leave the area.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, have a good rest of your day.
Jesus God. You guys should really try shaking that gate.
I don't understand why more people aren't just coming up to just what happens if I touch the gate? Go to Wizards Guild tomorrow.
I mean, once I feel like I'm kind of out of range but still visible from the gate, I'm just gonna yell, it's like, you could just get a doorbell!
But this is so much more fun.
All powerful wizards, right?
Ah,
do whatever they can to show off their magicalness.
Hmm.
I think everyone's just better off knowing just a few basic spells just to get you by before you get too drunk with power.
Like,
What's so
You
funny?
just boosted to level 8.
that's true. Yeah, we did good. Really high levels, really quick. Like, wizards making ice and beverages. That's great. Everybody loves a cold beverage. But, making loud, booming voices in a person's head is very invasive. For just, somebody knocking on the door.
Oh, I mean, God. Okay, but yeah. What time of day is it?
I'd say it's getting into early evening, so the sun is mostly going down. It's dusk. It's still winter, so the sun sets earlier. But
Is there anything you guys want to do before the night ends? I mean, I don't know if the shops are going to be open any later.
No, I think dinner and just a relaxing evening sounds nice.
All right,
I'm going to head back to the inn.
I'll also head back to the inn.
okay. So this area is not too far from. Wait, is it? It actually isn't. So you continue down south to find your the place you were staying, the Full Cup, and it's by the time you get there, it's just people are getting their lanterns out. It's almost pretty close to getting dark, and so you head inside, and you have that gnome who greeted you before at the counter, and off to your left is the tavern area, and then off to the right is the wow, I'm out of it today. Is the stage with the music.
Are the bards still playing?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I hear him. I just kind of look longing at the bar. And just. I'll just get food.
I'll go grab us a table.
Sounds good. I guess I'll just join you and sit down and assume someone's gonna come by to take our order.
Alright. So you approach the barkeep. It looks to be a humanoid male, but his skin is a light shade of gray. He's pretty busy helping people here since it's getting late, and but he manages to find some time and approach you.
What's the lightest alcohol you have?
I have some pretty weak mead. It's local. we don't. I don't think the dwarven stuff is that light.
Oh, I trust me. I know. I'll just do one regular pint of the local ale then.
All right. That'll be 5 copper.
Cool. And I guess and some food and the special too. 5
yes.
copper.
Would you? Are you in a group? He looks around.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
what is the special today?
We have some delicious roast hog, and if you order the party menu, you get a full hog on made fresh today.
We'll take it.
Sounds good. Could we also get a loaf of bread, a side of butter, and I will have I guess I'll also try the local mead that you said you had. I'll give that a try today.
All right. Anything else?
That should, unless Guryev, Delta. I'm gonna buy us a pig, so.
I'm buying us a loaf of bread.
Still have some big.
It hasn't expired yet.
It's in the bag of holding. So there's no air. It's just.
It does not know the passage of time in there.
It just is.
Bacon just is.
Yes.
It exists.
It is neither fresh nor spoiled. It just is. All right.
I think that's gonna be it for us.
Yeah, that'll be all for us.
All right. The total would be 18 silver for all that.
Cool.
All right. Chip in 9 silver.
I will also chip in 9 silver.
Thank you very much. It'll be with you shortly.
Thank you.
So pick a table wherever you'd like. And
Cool.
he turns to help another customer.
As we sit down, I just want to take a look around the room and see what kind of patrons are here.
Okay.
What kind of table sitting at? Like what kind of table are we sitting at?
Which you can have a booth in the corner. You can pick a table for 4 in the center.
There's just the 4 of us?
It is right
Right.
now. Gwyn is off with Lucy.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I will have. I'm assuming everyone was at the counter.
We think we ordered at the counter, and now we're going for a table.
I would have led to the corner, and I'd take out the dwarven cask of ale, set it on the table. I think I still have a cup. I have a cup from the time that you took them off of the robe.
Oh, the Snuggie?
Yeah, and so I'll pour myself a cup. Sit down.
I drank all of mine already.
There's
Take
still
mine
I don't know.
away.
I have it at 6 pounds. I'm not sure. I think it's 6 servings. So there's
Alright.
I guess five pints left or something.
So whoever is drinking from the cask will have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Not this time.
You're drinking the light stuff.
I'm drinking the light stuff. I'm gonna as long as I can, but it's really hard. Well, technically this would probably be like day 15, just because they probably weren't letting me drink when they were interrogating me. But man, it's hard when it's right there.
The mead you have is fairly sweet. It's got a hint of bitterness, but doesn't taste too much like alcohol. Doesn't taste at all strong. Guryev, you're slowly sipping at the ale that you've procured, and you just feel a little bit of the effects hit you. But you're taking your time, and once you get your food, you'll be able to not feel too far gone.
Okay.
So you managed to find a corner booth where you all slide in and take sips at your drinks and wait for your food.
Is there anyone interesting in this establishment?
You can roll a insight or perception.
Okay. I'll roll a perception. Insight. Let's do insight.
Nice.
Nice.
So you sit back and have your local ale or local mead, and you just people watch as people come and go. There are a lot of jovial people in here. One or two keeping to themselves, but most of the time it's groups of people who are just having a good time. It's kind of loud with the amount of people in here, but you managed to find a corner where the sound doesn't hit you as well, and you can talk to each other without having to shout.
Well, that's nice. Is there a job board near here in this area?
Not in the tavern. Coming into the city, you did see a posting on the little outpost that the guards were stationed at.
Near where the guards were stationed at. Guards station. But overall, like, the people in this inn seem peaceful, seem like normal people. No one shady, no one weird.
Is there a god in the corner?
Not this time.
Is there a masked person in this building, in this room?
No. You can see everyone's faces. Other than the two people that are just sipping their drinks by themselves, hunched over at the bar. Everyone's just got a smile on their face, enjoying the time that they're in there.
Nice. Khalas is going to breathe a little bit and just like, I feel like we're in a good, safe area for once. Like, we don't have to worry about getting mugged. We don't have to worry about demons showing up anytime soon. Feel like we could maybe stay here for a few days. Knock on wood, and I rap on the table. Just
Well,
Would
after
have a rest.
Just kidding. Giant demon crashes through the tavern.
that'd be our luck.
It's clobbering time.
I'm just expecting all the constructs to start going like colossal on the city, and it's like, great.
yeah, I guess that was an odd thing that the DM pointed out.
Just
It's
Throw
a
it
cool
out
thing.
there.
This city's pretty cool.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
It's not like you've been attacked by constructs in the past or whatever.
Giant things. So I guess after this, like, where should we go after this? I know, right, there's Vasid's map, and there are items on that map that we could
you got a map. You acquired that while I was being detained.
Well, actually, you were with us.
Was I?
Yes,
Am I being detained?
when we were at the orphanage.
Okay.
But you were pretty intoxicated. And I guess, did we have the map on us?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the map out.
Okay.
Fold it onto the table. It's like, what we've gathered are, it appears these are where the other items of power are. We are along the coast, the western coast, so we're pretty close to the glove.
In the north. Well, didn't was it Gwen who wanted to go north?
Yes, yeah. I'm Delta. I believe there was, right? There was an area that you had been before.
I don't think so. Not that I remember. I just wanted to check out Silvery Moon.
Oh, right. That's it.
What's over there? Delta, what's over there that you wanted to look at?
I just wanted to see it. I don't know that I've been there, but it's one of the main cities where we can take artifacts.
Well,
We just haven't been that direction.
maybe we could go get this glove and then go to Silvery Moon to destroy it. And then we could either head east to get the stone, or we could head south to get the sword or the magic.
My vote would be for the sword.
And hopefully it's not cursed.
It's probably cursed. I mean, just if we're looking for these things, we should just assume they're cursed.
That
And
is
bad
true.
things happen when you touch them.
I'm curious about the magic one, because magic isn't a physical thing. So I'm not quite sure, like glove, stone, sword. At least glove and sword, I think we'll have an easier time finding. But stone, it could be any kind of stone, or hopefully it'll be a very specific stone. But magic?
We could always save the stone for last.
Yeah. That sounds good. Maybe magic would be third. So then go get glove. And then head south to get sword. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I too like learning common.
You what?
I said I too like learning common. Go north, get sword.
Get sword. Use sword.
Well, the sword is south, but
I
okay.
think
Go north, don't get sword.
I think it would probably be wise to go after the ones that we. I don't know. I think maybe you prioritize the ones that take less or the ones that take more time. Or fuck it, do all of them at the time. I don't know.
I mean, I think most time is going to be spent on travel.
But I mean,
This is true.
we have a lot. We have more specific information about two of them than the other two. We have way more specific information.
About which two?
Are you talking about location? Like
I'm gonna point
size?
at the top two, like the stone and the glove. The area is just a lot smaller.
That is true as well. Sword does have a pretty wide area of searching. That could take a while.
magic also has a small area as well.
But
I mean,
again,
no,
what does
it-
magic look like?
no, it's
Don't get existential
think-
on us.
I think it's deceivingly small. They said that it's the southern coast, which could be the whole fucking thing. You don't know. It didn't. No, it wasn't like it was near a certain town. It's just
Do you
general
think
area.
you think we could find more information if we shared this information with the wizards?
Maybe, or like maybe they could at least tell us what magic looks like.
I mean, we are going to meet them tomorrow. Do we let them know about this?
I mean, possibly. I mean, it's possible that they already know about the cursed artifacts because they are probably also having people regaining memories in their guild. But we could always just, be vague.
I guess, is there anything we don't want to tell the wizards that we should keep to ourselves
I mean,
when we talk to them?
I guess you could get existential about the whole thing. Let's say that you are living your life and you have flashbacks of things that you haven't lived yet, but you technically have lived them. Are they just dreams? Like if you have no idea that you are having your life restored to you, or do you just sit there and be like, that is a cool thing that I hypothetically did?
Are you saying the memories are fabricated? They're
No,
not-
I'm saying that the people that don't know what's going on are just like, well, I really wish I had done that. That would be a really cool experience. Or, oh, Jesus Christ, that person died. I very sad. And then like, I wonder where that person went. Like, do they know that they are missing these memories, or is it just like?
I
You
Guess
know?
I never thought about that. That's a good point.
Like we know that it is giving us back things, but most people don't. They don't know what the thing is happening.
But surely the wizards would, right? Well, they want to talk to us about what happened in Baldur's Gate with the portal.
Apparently, it's not that important.
The memories and the loss of power.
Talking to us.
Well, I guess. It sounded like they weren't ready, which tells me that they might be doing something to us. Some kind of interrogation, perhaps?
Fun. Well, it's not like I haven't dealt with that before, but I'm not sure what they exactly needed preparing for. I mean, if it was about an interrogation, they could have just easily let us in and detained us until tomorrow.
That's true. Maybe there's a discussion then. And if that's the case, then should one of us, clerics, cast Zone of Truth to get honest answers from them?
Well, the problem is you would need them compelled to answer in the first place, because they couldn't know that they are inside the area and then just choose not to talk.
Do you
That's
think we
true.
can cast it discreetly?
Do any of you guys have a mind reading spell in your books or something that you could prepare for tomorrow? Like detect thoughts?
Do not know such things.
I have that one.
I mean,
Also
just kind of.
suggestion.
Well, even if you were just to have the spell cast, even just like us asking questions, if the wizards like even just kind of like think about the answer but not say it out loud, your spell would detect those thoughts, yeah?
Not quite. The only thing that I've ever heard of is being able to project your thoughts
But
to somebody
It
else.
only lasts for 1 minute.
Hmm. Do you have to be very visual when you're casting it, or can it be like subtly casting it?
Oh no, it is. It has somatic and material components. I don't know how subtle it would be.
I mean, you could guess it before.
It lasts for a minute.
You'd be very quick.
That'd be time for maybe 2 questions. I don't know, but I mean, honestly, it might be really hard to try to cast or target wizards with spells, especially if they're all the kind of wizards that want to, you know, put booming, scary voices in your head.
We could make our voices booming and scary too.
I mean, I can't do that inside people's heads, though. I do that with my vocal cords. I don't have magic to do it inside people's heads, unless maybe I get really close and yell in your ear.
Well, let me take a look at Zone of Truth. It is visual, so it would have to be maybe a bargaining chip of, like, we're here to be honest with whatever our experiences were, and so we will cast Zone of Truth so that you know you're getting honest answers.
But then when we go and ask our questions, the spell will still...
Well, the spell will still be up, and it'll still be affecting them as well.
I think that seems fair.
What happens if they decide to dispel your magic, though?
Well, then I could either cast it again, but they would know I'm casting it again. I mean, if they were to use Dispel, I would know that they're using Dispel, though, right? Is that not how Dispel works? Yeah, because Dispel is also visual. So we would know if they're casting a Dispel magic. Unless they were at a farther range. So Dispel magic has a range of 120 feet. So they could be outside in a different room. But
You don't even know how many wizards that there are behind that gate, to keep in mind, because it's a guild.
we don't even know, like, what exactly they're going to ask of us. Or ask of you, since you were the one that actually went through the portal. We just saw the portal being corrupted, almost.
Maybe they just want to, like, you know, do a physical or something.
That would be a bit awkward.
What was that, Guryev?
I'm saying for them to be able to, for me to dispel magic, I have to see it.
I know.
So like, it couldn't be around the corner or in another room.
Yeah. So it would be a bit tricky, unless they were using clairvoyance as well.
Or scrying.
Well, I guess it's a bargaining chip at least, right? So
Yeah.
go in there, like, we want to tell you our honest encounter of what happened. So we'll cast Zone of Truth, and then hopefully maybe as they're questioning, they'll forget that it's around, and maybe they will be honest with their answers as well. And maybe we can ask them about the powers, about the artifacts. And maybe they'll have more information, or maybe we could use their library. I imagine they would also have a place of study.
That would be good.
The
So
problem,
then maybe...
I think the problem is that anybody who would probably know what's going on doesn't know what's going on anymore.
What makes you say that?
Well, if we are chronologically getting memories back, then theoretically, unless it was somebody's like earliest memory, they wouldn't know who perpetrated the whole thing, you know? If it is one individual.
I guess we still don't have any information as to what happened a year ago, why a power was lost. But maybe they
Maybe
might,
they do. Yeah.
as the and it's been
It
a
would
while.
have to be a written record, and they wouldn't know where to tell us to look. They would have to be like, here are books, here from reading.
It's something. It's worth a start.
I would like to look for memory alteration by medical items that take away all memories over the course of 100+ years, and like,
Maybe
Very
do some research on some cursed artifacts while you're at
I
it.
wonder what.
I didn't want to break the flow of concentration, but as you're speaking, a server comes up and lays out 4 plates for everyone, along with utensils and a platter with a roasted whole pig. It's about a foot long, and it's got a large fruit in its mouth and on a bed of greens, and places the platter in the center of the table, and along with your
foot?
bread.
Before he places it on the table, I quickly grab the map and fold it back up and put it away.
I'm going to say, I wonder if it's in the reference section or what the number is on that book section.
Server smiles and goes back to their business, to the patrons.
Inside check.
Food's good.
Yeah, you taste
Yes,
it.
it
It's smoky and very got a lot of spices and savory flavor to it, with a little bit of sweet from the whatever fruit is in the mouth.
I'm just gonna keep eating. It's delicious.
So, is there anything else you'd like to discuss tonight?
I guess is the plan to go kind of just hang out in town, maybe do some shopping, or just laying low for a couple of days and then north?
I think we could take a couple days off. It's not like it hasn't already been a year.
Would
Okay.
I know of anyone still here in Waterdeep, that I should go and visit from my memory?
Not particularly. The group that you were traveling with to this place was continuing on northward when you saw Delta on the giant lizard.
Okay. Well, I think that sounds good. Stay here, rest for a few days, stock up on supplies, travel gear, and prepare to be on the road again. I'm curious if this travel badge lets us check out a cart or something.
We could, I guess, find that out, see if there's a cart master? I guess. I feel like that's not the right term. But, you know, see if
There's like a car rental.
Stable man.
A man who is stable.
Oh gosh, stableman. Gosh, I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm getting to that little lucid point of the session.
Well, I think we have at least a plan for tomorrow when just talking to the wizards. Some stuff to look for, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
Khalas is gonna finish up eating, and then I was like, well, I'm going to check in for the night. You all have a good evening, and then I'm gonna head upstairs to the bed.
How was the ale?
It's moderate. It's a little bit sweet. Just a tad bitter, but not at all strong.
I'm gonna turn in after eating too.
Alright, Delta and Guryev?
I guess I'll put the cast back.
Delta will go up to the living room and read for a little bit.
Get a feel for your new abilities. Alright. So you all head upstairs to your respective rooms. I'm not sure who took the solo room.
Guryev.
Guryev? Okay.
He's a bachelor bib.
So you'll
I think. I'm sure I don't have this memory.
you all make your way to the large suite, and as you enter, you see that it looks like Gwyn and Lucy have already made their way back, and Lucy is curled up in front of a smoldering fireplace.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Well, hi, doggy.
I don't know if she can hear us. Her headphone icon is crossed out on my Discord.
No. She just has it. Well, who?
Cassie.
Oh, she's not
That's
here.
not here.
Cassie.
Okay. Why is her thing popped up here then?
I don't know who that is.
That's somebody else.
That's
Oh,
someone
I thought
else.
she just changed her cat picture for some reason. Okay. I just ask her like, oh, how'd it go today? And you know, make small talk and that.
Gwyn is not in the living room, just Lucy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know I'm rooming with Gwen though, is the other thing too.
Yeah, if you go into that room, you'll see that Gwyn has already made her way into the bed.
Okay, then I'll just leave her alone and go to bed.
Okay. So you all settle in for the evening, get a good night's rest. The beds are super comfortable. The blankets are very warm, keeping you from chills from the winter night. And you manage to wake up the next morning fully refreshed.
And level 10.
sun is just barely peeking through the windows as you wake up, and you can make your way downstairs for breakfast if you'd like.
Well, it's winter, so the sun would probably be coming up probably around 6 or 7,
About
something like that.
7:30.
We should probably get going to the wizard's place then, because we told them 8 o'clock.
That's true.
I mean,
Sounds
they
good.
did say any time, but yes.
But someone said 8 o'clock.
They said right after breakfast.
And it's a good... But it's if they're going to interrogate us, best to go on an empty stomach in case they, like, make you vomit your guts out or something.
Yes.
Okay. So you head outside. The crisp winter air hits you as you make your way north again towards those gated area. And a lot less activity now than the night before, but you can see that people are starting to wake up, shops getting ready to open. And you once again trek your way to that gate that was so kind before.
Is it closed?
It's still closed, yes.
Someone else should rattle the gate.
Somebody who didn't get shocked yesterday. Oh, and is Cassie with us?
Oh yeah, let's drag her along in her documentation.
and Lucy.
Okay. Yes, they are with you then. And Cassie hands whoever the item, either Khalas or Mirasha, since you were the ones who experienced the voice and the shock.
Here you go, Khalas.
Fine. I take the item and I grab the gate and I'm like, hello? We're here for the
So-
meeting?
Before you grab onto the gate, you hear that voice again.
No.
Jeez.
No need to touch this time. We know that you're there.
Is she the only one that hears it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Well, and I hold out the badge of that we got, and it's like Commander Zara sent us here to answer some questions you had about the portals.
Yes. I remember from yesterday. Thank you for bringing that authentication.
And as the voice fades from your head, the gates start to open inward and welcoming you into this guild.
I cautiously cross the threshold.
You walk inside and there's a lot of trees. It's like a nice city park with grass growing. It's a little bit has a light layer of snow, but everything is seen in bushes, and it's a very green area. Khalas, in your head, you hear,
Just make your way to the building in the center. We'll be waiting for you there.
All right. They want us to go to the building in the center, just right over there, and wait for them.
Fun.
And I lead the way.
all right. So you walk through. You see a few other individuals in long robes that are walking about the grounds. They do seem to notice you, but they don't stare at all. They just keep going on their business. A few of them talking to each other about you're not sure, something magical. But you make your way to the largest building in the center, and as you approach the large doors, they open on their own, and in front of you, standing in the foyer, is a rather short individual. It's about 3 foot tall and with a beard that reaches the floor, that sweeps along, and says, "Yes, welcome, welcome. Come in. Welcome to the Hall of Magisters."
Thank you for inviting us.
Are you the angry voice at the gate?
Oh, no. That's just Nizviz. He's always showing off, trying to scare away people. I'm glad it didn't work.
Uh-huh.
I am Poppet.
Poppet?
Poppip.
Poppip.
Hop-pip.
Hoppip?
Yes.
Puppet.
No. Just Poppet.
Only.
Flick it.
No flick. Only pop.
Now,
Pass it. Da-da-na-na-na.
may I catch your names so I can announce you?
Do you guys have a group name by chance?
We should probably pick one, huh? I mean, we're traveling all over, and I'm sure we're creating quite a. What do they call us? Have we heard any rumors about us in our travels?
You have heard a few about some people showing up at cities, granting memories to those who have lost them, but you haven't heard a name.
What should we call ourselves?
Reef. Oh.
420 blaze it.
That is quite an unusual name.
Take no names.
It refers to the amount of towns we've been to and how they've blazed.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen here. Come right this way.
Indeed.
And he'll turn and lead you up a grand staircase in the front. Where there are walls, there are pretty much books and scrolls, parchment. It's very organized, and there are the several ladders leading up to high shelf books. You see a few others in robes, but don't. They pay no mind to you as you make your way through this area. And finally, he gets to a rather extravagant blue door and says, "Yes, they're just inside here." And he opens it, and you can see a large room with a fireplace in the far area. There is a large table in the center that has 5 individuals sitting at it. They seem to be talking to each other. Each one is not in a robe that matches another. They seem to be in all different colors and shapes and sizes and styles. As the door enters, they all look up to see you, and the room goes silent. Yes, this is the group that has led the refugees from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep, and they are called the 420 Blazes. The individuals at the table don't make any noise as they watch you enter the room.
Can I get an insight on what these guys are looking like?
Yes.
Like, what is the emotion of the room? Like, is it intense? Is it they're all sleepy after breakfast? 25.
You look at these 5 individuals and you get a sense of staring daggers, as it were. They all look very restful, and it looks like they've had their breakfast. They don't look tired, but they are all just watching you enter the room. One of them will pull up a piece of parchment and start writing on it, and another will lean forward on her her elbows and watch you enter the room. And Poppip says, "Please take a seat. We will start the conversation soon."
Isn't everyone here?
This is everyone who needs to be here.
And who, might I ask, are these people?
These are the High Magisters of Waterdeep. And the elderly man with the long beard will kind of lean back in his chair as he's watching you. Does anyone make a move to sit down?
No.
Yep.
Did they tell us to?
Yes.
Guryev is not one to pass up a
Oh.
seat.
Well, if they've asked us to sit down, Delta will go sit down.
Guryev has an air of like, I don't mind if I do.
Guryev just like throws his body into the seat just really hard and like just gets really comfortable, like
Yep.
has his legs like, hard.
100%. 100%. Like occasionally, like wiggles, but like kind of, and he's ready.
Khalas will not sit down. She will go to the chair that is not taken, next to her comrades, and just stand, I guess, in front of it, just looking around the room.
Mirasha will also remain standing. I guess she will stand behind Guryev and Delta's chair, just arms crossed, trying to like, I guess, look tough or look like some kind of, I don't know.
Like a guard, bodyguard.
She's trying to flex a little bit.
This totally looks like a mafia scene then, like Guryev, the mafia boss, and then Mirasha's his bodyguard standing behind him.
Behind
Now
you,
to make the demands.
behind you, Poppip will pull out something from his pocket and feed it to Lucy. Yeah, cute little kitty. Yes, that's very nice. And start scratching her head.
She's not exactly little.
Does Gwen go and sit down?
Yes. Cautiously, but we'll accept the invitation to sit down.
Khalas is going to wait until they say, "All right, let's begin," and then she'll say her piece and then sit down.
The first to speak is the woman in the center.
Welcome. I am Alun Dreamglory. We have asked you to come here to recount your story about what happened in Baldur's Gate. We aren't exactly sure. We are just now getting messages from them. And as we've heard, your friend here has decided to drop in on us when we least expected it. And it was quite a shock when just somebody appeared out of nowhere. Now, please tell us your names and why you're here in Waterdeep and why you were in Baldur's Gate as well.
If I may, before we begin recanting our stories, I would like to propose that I cast a zone of truth so that you all know that our answers are honest and truthful. Is that acceptable for you all?
The group of 5 glance either side, and she says,
Yes, that is acceptable.
And then I'll begin casting it. And then I'll say like, all right, it has been cast, and I will take my seat.
the 5 of you also make that charisma saving throw. Unless you're willing.
So if you're going to lie, you have to make that charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I can play
If you're planning on lying, yeah. I don't know. I just rolled for Gwyn just in case. Alright.
Now that is taken care of, then you have a rather unusual name for your group, but that is not to be judged. What is to be judged is what you were doing in Baldur's Gate when everything happened.
Who's going first?
Yeah, who wants to start? We should have drawn straws.
Well, we had only just arrived, what, the day before? Or was it the same day?
It was the same day.
Oh,
We had only just arrived in Baldur's Gate after a long journey. And we went to see the oh my goodness, you poor baby. Sorry, the cat. We went to see the unveiling of the portal system. And so we were in the crowd when whatever it is went wrong.
And what did go wrong?
We're not sure exactly. It seemed to be destabilizing.
For greatest detail, can you describe exactly what happened?
can you remember what happened in December?
December.
Well, it looked like the mages were having trouble controlling the portals as they were trying to open them.
Trouble? Like, what kind of trouble?
I don't know. It just looked like they were exerting more effort than should be needed to cast the spell and to keep the to stabilize the portal. It just didn't look right.
Do you know what that's supposed to look like?
Not exactly, no, but it just. I got the feeling that something was off, and then there were demons everywhere, so.
That's quite a big leap.
I mean, it's entirely possible that their arrival is unrelated, but it's hard to say.
Alright, so suddenly trouble was happening and then demons? Pretty much it?
Yeah, I mean, we had only just gotten there.
I remember there was shouting coming from the casters, casting the spell of the portals, or whatever it was. And there was a lot of shouting of, hold it, we can't hold it, we can't contain it, shut it down. There was those kinds of shouting.
That's quite a big difference from just trouble. So, it was unstable?
That is what I said, yes.
It was unstable and they had difficulty controlling it.
They couldn't stop casting, they couldn't stop it. Like, they couldn't cancel the spell. And so, a few members of our party casted Dispel Magic, myself included, to try and assist. But it did not work. And the...
Nah, it was, whatever took hold of it was powering it from the other side.
Was it the big demon that came through it first, I think? Along with all the other smaller demons?
The man writing on the parchment speaks up and says, "So, different sized demons. What would you describe them as? Would you
Man
recognize
bats.
them?"
Winged
Recognize
things that were human size.
But you also said there was a larger one.
Very tall.
Yes, very tall. Like, I think 15 feet tall? 18 feet tall? It was very tall.
Giant butthole.
As tall as a house.
As tall as a house.
Were
I
there
don't
any?
know. Did we recognize any of the demons? Like, were these the same creatures that had attacked us at the beginning of this story?
Yes, the hellhounds were some of the same, but other than that, they were different.
Now that I think about it, I think the hellhounds were the same creatures that had attacked us before, when we lost our memories. A year ago.
Did these creatures have any distinguishing features about them other than they flew and there were a couple hellhounds? Any weapons, horns, cloven feet? We're trying to figure out what these were.
Wasn't the big one red?
I think so.
You said
There
that
was a lot of chaos.
there was some flying ones as well, some bats.
Yes. Big enough to carry myself and Mirasha here. As I'm sure a bunch of other people.
He'll go back to scribblings on the parchment. The man on the other side of the woman in the middle will say, "Did you happen to see anything else unusual there? Any signs that this might have happened? Any premeditated ideas of destruction?
Did we?
I don't think so. Everything was fine, and there was kind of a
Premeditated
festive
by
air.
who? You mean the demons
Until-
going
Was
through
this
the portal? Or
planned?
by who?
That's what we're here to find out now, isn't it?
No, do you want to know if it was somebody on this plane that had it planned or somebody else?
Anyone could give us any kind of clue.
It didn't seem planned by anyone that we saw
We are let's
beforehand.
let's be very clear here.
Hang on.
None of us. Fine.
There was when Guryev and Gwyn and I were trying to escape and catch up to Khalas and Mirasha here. We saw a large construct with a bunch of swords sticking out of it, picking up the dead bodies.
That's morbid.
It was ignoring everybody else. So I think maybe if it was planned, it was to harvest the bodies. But I as I said, I don't know for sure. I'm just speculating.
When you describe the construct, the wizards will look from side to side and give looks. Well, that is quite the knowledge that would have helped. Often these things are called cadaver collectors. They go around battlefields collecting the dead so that they may be raised later. This is an important fact to know. It is possible that we are dealing with a necromancer, although demon involvement is not common.
Why would they need so many bodies?
They don't have enough friends already.
Amassing an army. Some soul sacrifice. Could be a number of things. That is very useful.
Why did you? I'm assuming you guys helped form these transportation portals. Yes. Or you
Yes.
had a say in them.
Yes,
Why? What was the need for them?
The council decided that unity among the cities is great in this time of lost powers. Of course, everyone has felt this, and we have felt it come back. We are very thankful that we've had these powers return. And with this idea of unity, we decided it'd be very useful if we could create a link between each city so that if anyone needed to use them quickly, they could get from city to city.
Where did you get the idea? Who had the idea first?
Is there anyone that pushed for it more than others?
There wasn't so much a push as there was a suggestion, and it seemed very helpful. And with the, even though our powers have been taken, we managed to band together and create this portal. We'll have to go back into our records and see if anyone suggested this idea. But
I would think that creating such a collaboration amongst all the cities would require a vast amount of power. And clearly the a few number of casters that were there in Baldur's Gate creating this portal or getting it to work was not enough, and I wonder if whoever had this idea knew that. Now, I don't know who we can question because Baldur's Gate is destroyed. I don't know who to even talk to about that to find that information. Would you?
We are gathering intel about who remains from their wizard's library, and it will be a little bit before we can determine who has made it out at all, if anyone. The large number of refugees that came in yesterday, we're not sure if they were part of it. I'm sure that if anyone was part of that guild would come here immediately and tell us about it.
Well, on that note, do you know anything about the whole incident of losing memories and lost power a year ago? Do you have any information on that you might have been working on?
Of course, we are constantly trying to research getting our memories back, but it is very difficult. A lot of it is relying on records. It's difficult when they are so deeply buried.
Do you know how to get the power back?
These powers have been scattered around into artifacts. There have been a few that have been destroyed in Baldur's Gate. Two destroyed in Skuld? And two here just yesterday.
Can I roll insight to see if I know how they feel about the artifacts being destroyed?
Yeah. You sense a feeling of relief, of stability, of getting these artifacts destroyed.
I'm going to look at the other group and just kind of have like a do I continue or should I withhold look? Should I I guess a look of like, should I say more or
I shrug.
I just kind of meet her eyes and nod slightly. just barely.
I give like a quick little nod back, confirming, and then I pull out the map and I say, my master, Vasid, had this map. We had told him about the artifacts, and he did a little bit of research, but he wasn't able to do enough. And I showed them the map. And I said, do you know of these artifacts in these circled areas?
They will, the woman in the front will reach out and pull it closer and lay it on the table so the other four can see. And with a quick look, they say, well,
these areas are familiar. What You said this was from your mentor?
Yes. My mentor, Thasid, he was a member of the Order, but then retired and was running the orphanage outside of Baldur's Gate.
And so he was in Baldur's Gate? Was he living there?
Yes, I believe so. He was at the orphanage when we showed up at Baldur's Gate, and the first thing I did was go and meet him. And he was a person that I trust greatly, and so I let him know about these artifacts that we had been finding and destroying, and if he had any information that he could help us with. And he wanted to study one of the artifacts, or some of the artifacts that we had not yet destroyed. But this map is fairly vague, as you can see, from locations and exactly what they are. Sword has a very wide area of searching, and magic, don't know what to look for there.
And what is Vasid's association with magic?
Vasid was a cleric, like myself. That's why I'm also a cleric. But he was a worshipper, a cleric of the gods.
Which ones in particular?
Tyr, Torm, Helm.
Alright, those sound very... So... This map shows the area of artifacts that have been researched. The one in the top, Love, I assume that he doesn't know what these particularly are, as he just wrote general descriptions of them. But the glove in the top. First, what is your association with these items?
We have been traveling around Faerun, finding these artifacts and destroying them.
Well, that is a grand gesture. We thank you for doing this for us as we try to stabilize the sanity and the magic that is occurring in the world. So the glove that has been circled at the top, we believe that to be the artifact of the gauntlets of brute strength. These have been known to give exactly what it says, a massive boost to strength to whoever wears them. We believe that they have, the gloves have fallen into the hands of a tribe of barbarians in the north. The stone...
Barbarians?
Yes. Although these barbarians are not the kind that you might usually think of when you think barbarians.
They're barbarians.
It's just a bunch of like Mad Max heavy rockers. Got
The
it.
stone.
Cool.
It's not any particular name that has been given. We merely call it the immovable object. It is a small black sphere that is said to, well, the name really gives it away what it does. We think it's been lost to the ice caves underneath Iceless Lake.
What was the name of it?
The immovable object.
The movable object or immovable object?
Immovable.
Okay, thank you.
Then it cannot move. Well, that's going to be a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
The sword, countering to the last one, is the unstoppable force. This has been lost to the Shar Plains, where a great battle raged many years ago. It's said that this sword is powerful enough to strike down a foe in one fell swoop. And last in the center, the magic. I can understand confusion with this one, but it is not. It is not known to have a set shape that we know of. So I suggest caution when looking for that one. But we call it the Prism of Chromatic Wild. It was seen in the Triton area of Chanda.
Well,
Yes.
that is very, very helpful information.
Well, we hope that this would help you in your quest to find and destroy more of these.
Let's see. Did we have any more questions about the portals? Oh, one thing that we were curious about were these. I understand that the portals were part of transportation, and these transportation badges, VIP badges. Are the portals out of commission then? Have they all been shut down in all of the big cities?
We are continuing to study this, since it is just new information about the attack in Baldur's Gate. For now, the portals will be closed, but hopefully with the right safety precautions, they will be open once more. Because the reason we did open them and create them was for ease of use and unity, and once that has been shattered, it is harder to bring faith back to the teleportation circles.
And of the land and sea transportations, are those also shut down?
Oh no, those are mundane items. If you wish to travel by land and sea, it's just a boat or a wagon away.
Interesting. And see here. Have you heard of the name Sradrovas?
They stop for a moment, look off into space. One of them will squint their eyes and try to remember. That doesn't ring a bell. Who is this person of which you speak?
I don't know. It was just a name that I was given in a vision from a goddess.
Must be
To
important
research that name. That's what I thought. That's why I've asked everyone I meet. Batman style.
How do you spell that?
I will type it in chat. Sradrovas.
We will take this name and look, research it, see what we can find. Did the vision tell you anything about this person?
It did not. It just said, look for Sradrovas. Research this name. And so that's what I was going to do in Baldur's Gate. But then everything went to literal hell.
Well, we will check our library. It may take some time, but we will research this.
Would it be possible for us to have access to your library while we are here?
We normally don't allow anyone to browse our library unless they are of guild status. What do you think you could contribute to our guild or the library if you wish to browse it?
Well, I do have some tomes that I have collected on our travels that I have pretty much read cover to cover that you would be welcome to have. What kind of
I suppose I'm
things
asking,
would be useful to your guild?
what do you study the arcane arts?
Ah, yes. I am a wizard and a sorcerer.
Wonderful. Okay. Well,
I also have studied extensively the ocean.
one of yours is
I
welcome
have
here.
regained those memories more recently.
Once this meeting is adjourned, you are allowed to exit the building, and across the grounds you may find an office building that can administer a badge to you to make it so you may freely browse the library that we have on grounds.
That's most generous, thank you.
One more thing before we adjourn this meeting. You.
And she'll lay her eyes on Mirasha.
Damn it. I thought she would forget about me.
Now you entered our halls from the inside, without any summons. Can you recount your stories about how you got there?
No. Not because I don't want to, but because my memories of the events at Baldur's Gate is a little fuzzy. You see, I like to partake in a lot of recreational drinking. And I...
Yes. All right.
And I was enjoying my cup of ale, probably a little bit too much, and I only remember very foggy events from that day, like walking over to the, I guess, festival grounds of the event where we were going to see this portal demonstration, or so I was told. I remember walking to the event. After that, it gets a little fuzzy. I remember not being able to hear anything around me as we were looking towards the staging area, which was kind of far away. I remember the big red guy, the flying winged things. Apparently, one of them grabbed me and Khalas and flew away and dropped us like 50-something feet, and I can't remember. Apparently, we crash landed in the orphanage. I killed a little demon bug with my sword. One of her tabaxi friends was injured by a winged thing that came through the roof, and I apparently took care of his wounds, got him some help, while Khalas went to find our missing friends that we got separated from. I was told that I went to travel south after I had found medical help for our friend. And then, apparently I was going south. I have no memory of this. The next thing I remember is kind of waking up in one of your guards' interrogations room, trying to yell at me at how I got there in the first place, and me just being confused.
Well, that detailed story would show that you're probably telling the truth.
I mean, unless you've got some, mumbo jumbo in here to, remember what I can't, I don't really know what else to say.
It's possible that something pulled you from Baldur's Gate to here. It was our teleportation circle where you appeared. So that link from our city to yours, but that link wasn't open, so we are still trying to figure out what happened. We are sorry for the roughage that you had to endure, but as you can tell, it was a frightening time for all of us.
Yes, and me as well.
Well, any other questions? I think this is enough information for now. We will continue our research on future artifacts and this Radravas person, possibly a necromancer, if what you say about those creatures is true, that we're collecting bodies. And the possibility of demonic involvement, which is another tale indeed. Do you have any other questions for us? All right. Well, thank you for your time. Pip-Up will show you out. And have a good rest of your day, and enjoy your stay in Waterdeep.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will be staying in town for a few days, and we are staying at the inn at the Full Cup if you have further questions or further information for us. And then Khalas is going to bow and head out.
Peace!
3 of the 5 members return the nod. The one writing in the parchment will have his head down, continually scribbling, and the four that are not writing will get up and begin to leave the chamber.
I nod my head at them as I get up and go to the door.
Same.
Pip-Up is rubbing Lucy's belly, and she's rolling
thought it
around
was
on her
Hop
back
Tip.
with her wings up, purring loudly. Who's a good kitty? You're a very good kitty, yes. Oh, I will show you to your way out. Thank you for stopping by the guild.
Might you show me the library on our way out, so I can find it when I come back?
Oh, yes.
I'll show him the token that they gave me. Although I'm sure he was, well, I don't know. Maybe he was just so enthralled with the cat. It's hard to say.
But yes. Let's head out. We're not trying to push you out, but non-guild members are not allowed unless they're summoned.
No worries. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm going to allow myself to be escorted.
All right.
Delta, let us know if you need anything.
I'm gonna leave also with everybody else. I just want to go and like know where it is, so I'm not like going to the wrong place, and introduce myself to the person in charge there before I leave.
So the four Magister members will file out, leaving the scribe to do his scribbles, and Pip-Up will walk out, leading you out down the stairs and out the door. He'll point down south a little bit and tell Delta, so if you follow this path straight down there, you'll see the offices, and they will give you your badge that will allow you to browse the libraries, and then points up in the opposite direction. That large building right up there is the official library. Every building has its own set of books, but that is where you would best find your whatever you are looking for.
Many thanks. And before I head off towards the office, I'm gonna, well, I guess they don't need to wait for me. I'll just tell everybody that I'll meet them back at the inn shortly.
Have fun reading.
Sounds good.
All right. So you go to the offices?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get breakfast. We're gonna get breakfast.
Let's get brunch. It's probably like lunchtime.
Yeah, let's get brunch.
Mimosas!
The office will have Delta sign a few papers before giving you a mini scroll in a case that they say to present to anyone inquiring about why you are present in the on the grounds of the guild. Are you going to the library directly?
I just want to go there and introduce myself to the person that's in charge of it.
Okay. Did anyone have any plans immediately that you wanted to do?
I did not.
No, mostly just maybe shop around. Yeah, nothing fancy.
Okay. Well, we can call it a night right now, and you can think about what you want to do in Waterdeep. Send me a message letting me know so that I can have something prepared for you. Whether it's research or side quests or buying equipment.
Ooh, side quests. Khalas is gonna look at that job board you said. But she's gonna have like 6 mimosas first.
I'm just gonna have virgin mimosas, which I guess it's just orange juice, but
Khalas doesn't know if she's ever been drunk before, but she doesn't normally drink. But
drink for me.
She's gonna be very intoxicated.
One of us should be.
Like we're here for a few days. This place seems safe.
I thought we were
Just
gonna be
enjoy it.
chill and safe in Baldur's Gate.
Right? Demons. Good thing we all didn't drink. That would have been. Could you imagine if we were all drunk?
To be fair, though, someone could have cured me of my drunkenness. Someone could have whatever spell to make me sober. No one did.
Lesser restoration to cure the poison inside you.
Yeah, just FYI. I didn't have to be drunk.
I didn't know you could use lesser restoration to cure drunkenness, though. Like, that's cool. I was gonna say, like, roll the die.
Well, it cures poison, and alcohol isn't poison.
It wasn't the biggest deal because it was a skill challenge, that encounter anyways, but if it was like actual combat, that would have sucked.
That's fine. I got your back.
It was fine. It was fine. It was good. It would have just been hilariously bad.